sometimes there are TV shows where the first episode doesn't necessarily spoil the show, but it's like it gives you like a plot point, like some shows you could turn your brain off and just watch it. These TV shows I'm about to talk about, the first episode already brings in like a story, overall story, plot point, something you can like look forward to and know like, okay, this happens, this enemy's here, you got this device, you're able to do this, and we already know how this story is gonna like unfold. So make sure you like and sub up. Let me know if you agree with any of these shows, and let me know like, did the first episode like stand out to you? Because like, I'm not gonna lie, these shows, the first episode, it really played out for the overall story of the show. First is my goatee. I was born in '01, guys. But every time Ben 10, last few videos, I feel like I've been putting Ben 10 in there, but I can't escape it. Ben 10 is like the greatest of all time, so he has to pull up to every time. If you've seen my other freaking like stuff, you've seen my other videos. I glaze Ben 10 like crazy, so it's fitting that he fits a list like this. The first episode, if you haven't seen Ben 10, you're crazy, and we're not cool. We can still be cool. Just go watch Ben 10. But basically, the first episode immediately introduces a powerful, the Omnitrix, powerful watch, and it already introduces like a main villain that's already after it. That's kind of what I mean, where like the first episode already introduced something that'll play an overarching story. Like a lot of shows don't do that. Like the first episode could be like introducing the characters, but like some shows don't introduce like a villain, a overarching story. The him trying to figure out the watch is also another story. It's the first episode already sets up. Look at Bill Cax. Where's Ben? Did I not put Ben right here? But anyway, I'm glazing. But basically, the first episode already sets up so many different points to where it's like, okay, you got to keep watching to see like, oh, when is Vilgax gonna show up? Is he gonna figure out this Omnitrix? This watch? We didn't even know it was called the Omnitrix in the first episode, so that's already another involvement. Like, what is this watch? What is he gonna do? Like, the first episode brings up so many questions, and I feel like a lot, this greatness on my screen. There he is. Sorry, but it's the first episode sets it up so perfectly, and it's like, okay, I got to see what he does next, and I feel like that's played a part in Ben 10. Look at my goat being so popular. So that's what I mean by like shows where the first episode has so many plot points that you got to keep watching, you got to keep knowing, and it plays off overall. Now we got hindsight, but let's travel you back in time. First episode, it was lit. Go. Now I'm not gonna hold you. Out of all the shows on this list, Infinity Train, which is this show right here, I really don't know really that much about. But like I said, I got to keep it real around here. But I do remember watching this a little bit. There was like multiple books. It was like book 1, book 2, 3, 4, I believe. But the first book, I'm gonna count it as the first episode because it's technically the first episode of the entire series. It's with this girl Tulip with the orange hair, right? And she basically gets caught in this train, or Infinity Train, I guess. It's in the title. Come on, man. Think. It's in the title. Infinity Train. And she has to go through these different like sections and all that and get through it. Her name's Tulip. I'm pretty sure I just said that, but her name's Tulip. And she has to go through these different things, and it's like, again, it fits that category. Soon as the show, not as soon as it starts, but in the first episode, immediately, she gets trapped on this train. I'm pretty sure there's a big bad that pops up. I really don't remember much from this show, guys. But a big bad pops up. And then the overarching story is, how many trains does she have to go through? Can she get through this train? Can she get through that train? And I feel like if I went back and watched all of it, I'd probably be like, whoa, this is a really good. I remember it being all right, and I don't remember people saying too bad negative things about it. I just don't know what happened to it. Maybe it's still around, but I don't know. We come into this raw, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to this. So, but I feel like this counts, right? This counts as the category. Like, first episode, you got to figure out. It doesn't have as many stories, plot points as like Ben 10. My goat. Bro, I might make a video talking about Ben 10 the whole 10 minutes. I got to, bro. I glaze it too much. But this is about it. It's about Tulip. Tulip, the Infinity Train, I'm pretty sure it is good. Like I said, I've seen a few episodes, but I ain't really keep up with it. I might go back and watch it. I might have to go back and check it out. But yeah, Infinity Train fits that category. Where it's like, it starts off, you want to see how it ends. You going through these trains, and we just see if she gets out the trains, which I believe she does. Next is Gravity Falls. Now, Gravity Falls, everybody already knows about Gravity Falls here and there and all that. But the first episode, I feel like, in my opinion, you can go back and watch it too. It was before Dipper even had his blue hat, which is kind of crazy. But the first episode, it already starts off and like, bro, the beginning, they did that, they did that thing where it starts off in the beginning starts off as the end, but then it goes back to the beginning. That made sense. But it's like basically they show what was gonna happen. So basically, the whole world, it gives you a sneak peek of what the whole world is about. Dipper finds the book, one of the three books. I think it was the third book. He starts reading. He starts discovers Gravity Falls. Like it already opens up so many plot points and story beats that okay, Gravity Falls is more than expected. What's gonna happen in the next episode? Are we gonna go into the world? We got to figure out how the world is gonna. You know what I mean? Like it has so many different plot points and story points, and it's crazy because Gravity Falls is known for having stories and plot points and all that. So the fact that it started off in the first episode being like, okay, we got this world, we got the bro, it was literally gnomes attacking them in the first episode. We got this world, we got the gnomes, and it's like, okay, what's gonna happen? And you know, with hindsight, like I said, these if you got to transport your mind back to these first episodes, we didn't have hindsight where we already knew. Now we know how Gravity Falls ends and how it was a really good show. I think it was top something and something probably. It had to win some type of award. Gravity Falls was really good. But just that first episode, Transport Your Mind back then, it set up the story in the world. I wouldn't say perfectly. Nothing ever gets a 10 out of 10 for me ever. But it's like, it set it up pretty good. Not better than my GOAT, though. You're not better than my GOAT. You're not better than Ben 10. I don't know why I'm getting so mad, man. Nobody even said nothing, man. Gravity Falls didn't even talk to me, man. But I just got to say that, man. Hey, it's not better than Ben 10. You're not better than Ben 10. But it had good story points. Next is Steven Universe. Now, I'm not gonna lie, Steven Universe is one of them shows where, like, if you, I don't know, if you transport yourself back to the very first episode, you'd probably be confused. Steven sounds way younger, but I think they used the actual child actor. But I think he was always a child actor. I don't know. But like looking at Steven off the first episode versus like Steven Universe, like the last few seasons in the future, he sound like a baby. I know he's like super young and all that, but basically this again first episode shows off like gyms and what can happen, and then this boy with this power of the gym, you don't know nothing about it. Remember, you got to transfer yourself when you first saw the episode. You don't know nothing about it. It's a whole world of crystal gems apparently, and the boy who's not human but he's half human, and he has a gem that could, it glowed. Basically, it glowed, and he was trying to figure it out. So I just feel like it may not have as many story beats and plot points as like my GOAT Ben 10. I'm going to bring him up every time, my GOAT. But it does start off with some good plot points. Like you're going to figure out, oh, is Steven going to figure out his powers? Or actually, I think Pearl or somebody says somewhere it's like he has, they try to encourage him because he's a crystal gem too. And they're like, one day you will figure out these powers. And it's like, okay, so he has powers, but he doesn't know how to use them at all. And we're going to go through his story and figure it out. And we got to know who these crystal gems are, where they came from. Like, it's just crazy to look back at the first episode after knowing everything you know about Steven Universe. And it's like, it really set it up for, like, this big thing. And I feel like Steven Universe qualifies. Y'all can let me know what y'all think down there. If these qualifies, and as, like, what the topic of the video is. But I feel like it qualifies. Like, it sets up everything perfectly. And Steven Universe is pretty good. Now, I think I did miss a season, but then I got back to it. Sometimes I do this thing where I'm watching a show so long, I'll just, like, dip off of it, then go back to it. But that's all I got. All right, that'll do it for this video, man. Like you said, I'm trolling. Usually towards the end of the video, I kind of just start yapping. Because, the people that make it this far, like, I say real ones. I can't say real ones, because maybe you just happen to put this on and made it to the end. But again, make sure you like and sub up. Appreciate everybody that's around here. Like I said, some people like this style of my videos, some people won't. So if you like it, make sure you like and sub up. If you don't like it, make sure you like and sub up either way. And man, Ben 10 is just so inspirational. I'm gonna just start using these last a minute of the video to just start glazing Ben 10. Even if Ben 10's not a part of the video, I think I just gotta make a video all about Ben 10, man. If you made it this far and you think that's the greatest idea on the planet, I agree with you. You don't even have to type it, man. Ben 10 is just Man, I'm really using this last minute to glaze Ben 10. Like, you can't see my face, but I'm smiling ear to ear, man. Oh, man. Ben is just so, like, blessed that, man. I'm so blessed to be around Ben 10, man.